Shalom u'bracha, peace and blessings. I hope this message finds you well. I hope that you and everyone you love finds yourself warm indoors during this difficult weather. This week's Torah reading, ParshatTetzaveh, begins with a directive to light the menorah using olive oil. And it is for this reason that to this day, many people have the custom to use olive oil for lighting the Chanukiah, for lighting the Hanukkah menorah, and indeed, this is considered Hidur Mitzvah, the most beautiful way in order to fulfill the mitzvah. The Torah reading continues with a discussion of the vestments that were created for Aharon, for Aaron, and his children to use as they ministered to the people in their role of Kohanim, of priests. And then the Torah continues to talk about their installation into that role. In discussing the creation of the big day kahuna, the priestly vestments, we read, V'ata tedaber el kol chachmei lev. Speak to all the wise-hearted. Asher melei sivruach chachma, that I have filled with a spirit of wisdom. V'asu es big day Aharon, and create the garments of Aharon, lekadsho, to make him holy, lechahano li, to minister to me. It's a little bit difficult to understand this verse, where Moshe is being instructed to gather the wise people to create vestments that will make Aharon holy. How can these vestments possibly make Aharon holy? His accomplishments can make him holy. The content of his character can make him holy. The very nature of his being can make him holy. But how can vestments created by a human being make a person holy? I want to give you two examples of how this might function. Those of you who know me know that I'm very visible with my Yiddishkeit. I wear a kippah all the time. People can readily identify me as being Jewish, and this is something that protects me. I often realize that the very visible nature of my Judaism makes people cognizant of the fact that I'm Jewish, but also makes me cognizant of the fact that I'm Jewish, and makes me think about the things that I do. The other example that I want to give you goes back to my days in Yeshiva University High School. There was a coach who argued that his team members should wear the team colors whenever they were in school. It made them feel like they were part of a team. It made them feel like they were part of a greater whole. And I would argue that he's correct, that team spirit was raised by the reality that you were readily identified as part of a greater whole. There are certain mitzvot which allow us to feel like we are part of a greater whole. There is nobody that has ever put on tefillin that cannot realize that by binding tefillin on our arms and above our eyes, as instructed in the Torah, as generations have done throughout time, we feel that we are part of a greater whole. Similarly, when I wrap myself in a tallis, I feel that I'm part of a greater whole. I can't help to think of those who came before me, who fulfilled these mitzvot and felt bound to them, and ultimately I feel bound to God through this chain that elevates me in my identity. The Bigdei Kahuna, the priestly vestments, probably functioned in the same way. By dressing in a manner prescribed in the Torah for the priests, by dressing in a manner that identified the function as being sacred, it elevated the mindset of Aharon HaKohen. We are similarly challenged to surround ourselves with things that function lekadsho, to make us holy. When we enter our home and we look at the mezuzah which we affix to the door, it reminds us of our relationship with the Ribono Shel Olam, with the Master of the Universe, and elevates us by attaching us to that relationship. When we enter into our homes and we see symbols of our heritage, whether it's Jewish art or Jewish literature, it elevates us. Those of us who keep a kosher home are reminded of our relationship with God each time we open a drawer and select the right silverware for the meal that we're eating. The mitzvot give us an opportunity to elevate ourselves and everyday actions into the realm of spirituality and bring them into our relationship with God. We are offered the opportunity every moment of every day, lekadsho, to elevate our mundane actions and bring them into our relationship with God, lekadsho lechano li, to sanctify ourselves and to minister to God by ministering to each other. Shabbat Shalom. May the spirit of Shabbat bring peace and harmony into your heart, into your home, and into your life.